Hello everybody, today I have a very special surprise for you. I'm going to do a review of Shelley Husband's brand new book, Granny Square Patchwork. She has very kindly sent me a beautiful hardcover version in US terms, which is my favourite, and she also publishes the book in softcover and she publishes in UK terms separately. It's also available as a digital download, which you do get with the book as well. I got a special signed copy, very lucky. I just want to take you quickly through the book because it is spectacular. Shelley has once again outdone herself with an amazing book. This page, or a couple of pages here, are just a bit of housekeeping. She talks about the symbols, special stitches, how to read her patterns, different things to note, tips and tricks, how to block, how to work seamlessly. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous wrap that she's done. I love that one. Takes you through how to design your own projects with squares from this book. Deciding what to make and your layout, working out how much yarn you need, and all sorts of different ways to join your squares. And then here's where the fun begins. She's got so many patterns. There's 40 granny squares in this book, plus at the end of that, there are also extension patterns, so you can make any of them just a little bit larger or a lot larger, and you can make them whatever size you really want to make them with those. And also they double as, the extension patterns double as border patterns as well. I'm going to bring this up closer so you can have a really good look. These are the smallest size, and depending on the yarn you use, if it's like a 4-ply, they'll be about 5 inches square. If it's a 8-ply, they'll be 6 inches square, and a 10-ply, they'll be 7 inches square. So that is pretty much the size that they will turn out, obviously depending on the hook size you use as well and your tension. But look at those absolutely stunning squares. It was very hard for me to choose which one to make, but you all know that I did end up making, well, you might know, this one here, which is Inflorescence. And I meant to grab it, I haven't got it within reach, but I will, if you have a look at my latest post on Instagram, it's there, so you'll be able to see it in my signature pinks. So yes, look at these gorgeous, aren't they beautiful? Persnickety is there too. And also, just show you briefly, without giving anything away, what she does do is she's also had not only her classic cream version of the pattern, but also has had some fantastic testers and crocheters make up the different colour versions. So this one's by Eva and this one's by Mel. So all through the book you'll see a couple of different versions of each of the squares, which is just such a bonus. And the next size 3 ones, so I didn't say the previous size, but you know, they go up in size anyway. So these are from 10 inches to 14 inches finished size, and look at them, aren't they just beautiful? This one's called Flourish, I really like this one. Diadem, just all the layers in them and the texture. She's absolutely the granny square queen. Size 4. Size 4 patterns are 12.5 inches to 17.5 inches in size. And yes, it was a very close, I was going to make Nymph instead of Inflorescence because I absolutely love it, and I do love Maxim as well. I'm going to have a little bit more time and that I can actually do some more crochet that's not needed for a deadline. I will sit down and do some of those too. And the next size up, size 5, these range from 15 inches to 21 inches in finished size. So look at this one, Piazza. Beautiful. Really, really lovely, all of them. And I think these are the final size, yes. The largest ones, which are 17.5 to 24.5 inches, depending on the yarn and hook size you use. There's Rebecca, which was in one of her crochet alongs as well that she did. I think it was the Mandalay blanket. Don't quote me though, could be wrong. She does so much, I can't keep up with her. Then there's your extension and border patterns. So this is showing you examples of, say, your Nymph, which we looked at earlier, with a different extension on it. And that is all explained in the next few pages. It explains how you can take any sized square that is in the book. She hasn't included any stitch counts in these patterns, so you can just take any square and extend it with the pattern that's here. So that's fantastic too. And what else I wanted to show you was projects. It doesn't end here. Can you believe she's actually included all these projects as well? So you've got a necklace, a couple of scarves, a bag, poncho, and then lots of blankets. So these are all included in the book, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, just so amazed at how much she's managed to fit in this. And for example, if you're looking at making the, for instance, the rapier blanket, it tells you how much yarn you need if you're going to use the same yarn as the sample maker. In this case was Kim, who chose those colours so beautifully. Look at them. Aren't they wonderful? And yes, it tells you exactly how much you need of the yarn that she used, the hook size, and then which colours she used where throughout the pattern. So yeah, wonderfully done. Really, really impressed with it. And finally, last but not least, she also includes, got to put a marker in for that one, a glossary which explains all of the symbols that are used in the stitch charts, which you might have caught a glimpse of throughout the book. So there's charts throughout the whole book that she has had professionally done, and they're just fantastic. If you get a bit stuck, you can have a look. Some people prefer charts than the written word. You can just create all of these squares without even reading the written word by following the charts. So that's fantastic. That's how some countries, such as Japan, like to do a lot of their crochet patterns without many words at all, but mainly just based on charts. So it gives you the stitch symbol, then the abbreviation, then the full name, and then a description of how to do that particular stitch all the way through. A lot about yarn. She's a very detailed lady, and she likes to give you all the information you need, so you won't have to ask any of those sorts of questions, because you absolutely have all the answers here for any type of yarn you might want to use. So yes, once again, she's knocked it out of the park. Another amazing book for crochet lovers everywhere. Super versatile, very professionally done, and just an all-round wonderful book, I think. So well done, Shelley, yet again. Look at her gorgeous photo on the front there. I'm so glad she chose to put one of herself on the front. So if you haven't got it already, I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic addition to your library. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.